I think we can all agree it's been one of those weeks, but don't worry, there's hope in sight. Stick around because guess what, folks? It's the weekend. Yeah, welcome everybody. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV. And when you see that singing bowl in the middle of the screen, you know it's time for what? The freaking weekend. That's right. Let's ring that bell, son of a bitch. That's right. Welcome, everybody. This is the freaking weekend. It's going to be from May 8th all the way to the 10th. And yeah, Mother's Day weekend. So happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. You know, I'm going to be spending Sunday with my mommy, make her dinner. It's also my dad's birthday on the 11th, too. So, you know, my mom's always like, yeah, his birthday always overshadows my Mother's Day. It's like, you know, but now, we get to celebrate both of you. But I guess my mom's an Aries. She don't like that. You know, it's my stage. It's my day. Don't share it with anybody. Okay? Sorry, Ma, if you're watching. But so this is the freaking weekend. This is when we get the vibe for the weekend because let's talk about it. It's been a little rough. You know, Pluto went retrograde. And that is all this, a lot of things being revealed. You would think that Pluto would bring that in when it's going forward. And yes, it does. However, it, retrograde kind of is like, oh, now we got to take care of that. It's the darker side of things. You know what I mean? And, it's all in good fun. It's all about, I guess it's good fun, but it's about releasing, you know what I mean? So that's what this is all about, is looking at the dark and going, all right, you know, we got to do something about it. This is when you get something done. This weekend, though, is going to be a little bit more advantageous for us because we're actually kind of building that momentum to kind of almost really enjoy ourselves this weekend. So make sure you do that. Don't sit there and stew about what happened this week. You know, the traffic delays, the people that just drive you nuts, the shit that's gone down. Let it all go. Get yourself some grounding energy. Go outside and spend some time in nature if you can. And I know you can. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware of that for this weekend. Again, this period right now is an in-between period, and it's going to be like this till October 17th. And there's going to be other things coming in the summer that's going to really pull us out of this, but right now we're in it. Okay, so let's go back to the tarot table and begin. So we put everybody's sign in the singing bowl, and then we do a fun, quick, no clarification read. If you want the real in-depth stuff for the week, you can go ahead and check out the midweek reset tarot reading. And before we begin, I want you to know that my tarot guidebook and astrology guidebook is out there. Yes, I just launched the astrology guidebook with everything you need to know to understand the basics. And if you want to go deeper in that, well, you can get a hold of me and you can take my astrology masterclass. Okay. So, and it's basically an introduction, but it's a masterclass because it's 3 levels. Okay. But yes, also don't forget to join the Vibe Tribe monthly forecast. That's right now it's $11 a month, and you get a beautiful PDF. It's about maybe, 20 pages long. And basically I break down all of the astrology for the month. We're talking about the transits, the feel of it. I pick a card for the month. All of this, lots of affirmations and reflections, lots of astrology. So, you know, the astrology guidebook and the monthly forecast goes hand in hand. Right now, it's at an introductory price, a founding price, I call it, for $11 a month. So after I get 25 founding members, and we're getting pretty close, it's going to go up to $17 a month. It's still a value, but you can lock in at $11 a month. If you are already a Vibe Tribe member here on YouTube, you get locked into that $11 regardless. Okay, so go ahead and sign up for that now. All right, and also with the tarot and astrology guidebook now out and available for you, I want to make it a little bit easier for you to grab. So what I've designed is a bundle, and I call it the Beginner's Divination Library. and you get both guides. They cost singly, together $54. But if you buy them both, you get them for $47. You save $7. But not only that, I added the full moon guide to go along with that. That's free. And a 3-card spread that you can follow along and do. Even if you really don't know the tarot, it will guide you through it. Okay. And again, you're getting the tarot and astrology guidebook with it. So you can go ahead and learn all of that. Lots of knowledge that I've accumulated over my 30 plus years of doing this, and I'm making it available to you, and it's affordable. You know what I mean? So, but the monthly forecast, the Vibe Tribe for $11 a month is a steal. And I just launched May, and as the months continue, I'm going to be adding so much more to it. Okay, so it's what I love to do. I love to break down that monthly energy. You get horoscopes for each week is broken down for your sign. It's incredible. Okay, so go ahead and do that. The links are in my description. So enough of that, and of course, in-person readings online. They're available. Booking info is all there. Again, no longer holding back, putting out all the stops, doing all the things for you to help you raise your vibration. All right, everybody, let's get to the freaking weekend. Let's do it. And the first one is Sagittarius. Let's do this. Sagittarius, let's put your beautiful ass on the board. Let's see. Boom. There you go. Thank you so much for being here. Let's move these cards, shall we? Yes, let's move these cards. I got shit everywhere. All right, Sag, let's get the vibe for you, okay? Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here. We've had Pluto go retrograde this week, so yeah. And it's been a little rough, and usually, I can foretell these energies, of course, so I know what to expect. And man, did it hit me on Wednesday. I'm recording this on Thursday. And man, yesterday I was like, just what the hell's going on here, Put these two. No, you keep these. What are you doing? Okay, let's do it. Oh boy, I'm telling you, listen, Sag, you got a great opportunity here, and I would grab it, okay? But there's a couple things that you need to be aware of. First of all, and I can understand this energy. I totally can understand it. The 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups is telling you right now, listen, you're really in some shitty energy right here, and we need to back ourselves out of it. This is fear of failure. This is feeling left out. Don't feel that way. The whole game in all of this is to move on. Your thoughts about said situation no longer serve you. That's these 5s right here. The 6 of Swords is saying you've got to change the way you're looking at things. I really love this weekend energy because the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups, this is an opportunity to spend some time with the people that you love, family. It's Mother's Day, so maybe, the kids are making you breakfast. Bring you a big old bowl of Rice Krispies, with way too much milk in it. But it's the thought that counts, isn't it? But this is a great opportunity for you to really enjoy your weekend. You just have to change the way that you're looking at your week. It's been fucking rough. I understand it. So let's get some oracles to reinforce this. But yeah, see, you got it. Look at another ace. Are you crazy? Daydreams and decisions, this, you're confused. And it's time to alleviate the confusion. 6 of Swords is moving on. It's moving on from this energy. Stop. The strengthening bonds is the Ace of Pentacles. So again, another ace. Opportunities abound. Let's look at your relationships. I mean, we've got the Ace of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. So there's an opportunity here, maybe, for singles to meet somebody. I don't know. This is just really good energy. Yeah. Page of Pentacles is bringing the opportunity here, and you take it. You're strong enough, and the Sun, I mean, that's Leo energy big time right there, Sag. So lots of fire energy. Again, you're strong enough to move forward. Beautiful. Really look at the positive this weekend. You got to. I know that it may be difficult, but it's your only way out. It's your only way out, okay? So let's go ahead and add some more to this. What messages do we have? That one fell on the goddamn ground. All right, let's see. What do we have? Come here, you. Come here. All right, Jesus. All right. Spying. Social network. Information and ways. Okay, so we don't need to be, in everybody's business. We don't need to be checking on that person. Don't do it. Don't do any of that. Don't be confused by what you're reading on the internet. All of that stuff. It all pertains. And one day. So what this says, because you can't read it because of the white font on white background. Someday, somewhere, another time. So again, you may be feeling like, don't even understand the picture of that, but you could be dealing with, I don't know, FOMO maybe? You have to be hopeful, okay? But for some reason, what you see or read on the internet is not going to be wise. Don't base your information and let that ruin your weekend, I think. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Don't be watching what other people are doing. We just don't need that. Yeah, look at that. And then we get envy, resentful, competitive, and discontent. Get out of this energy, please. We don't need to be there. And don't be around anybody that's like that. Maybe you're finding out about people like that. Waves, emotions, worry, and fear. Again, we've got to get out of the fear mode. Stop watching things that provoke that, that kind of rage bait you into this. So just be aware of that, okay? So let's go ahead and get a closing message for you. So something here, don't let anything, worry, fear, doubt, resentfulness, or anything ruin a good vibed weekend here, because you could really enjoy yourself. So don't let it happen. Just don't let it happen. Okay? Stay away from it. Choose better. Okay? So let's go ahead and get a closing message for you. What do we have? This is from the Rebel deck. It can be a little harsh. Yeah. Message is, Sag, this weekend, don't fucking force it. Right. Allow that shit to come to you. There you go. Don't worry it to death. Don't fear it. Don't fear that it's never going to come. Allow it to come to you. Okay? You got 2 aces this weekend. Perfect opportunities to go ahead and my hair got all flummoxed when I had to get that card. But really, don't let people or your mood ruin a good time here. Okay? Remember that. All right. So, Sag, that is going to do it for your midweek. Not your midweek. Your freaking weekend. Of course, it's a freaking weekend. And yeah, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm telling you, this is a good weekend for you. Get out of your head. Stop worrying shit. You got 2 aces in here. The Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups is enough to say, enjoy it. All right, Sag? So get out of your head and stop watching all those doom scrolling fucking shit on the internet. All right? And don't let people ruin your mood either. All right, Sag, have a great weekend. I love you all. Let's take you off the board and see who's next. Oh, damn, another fire sign. Leo. Welcome, Leo. Fellow kings and queens, let's do this. It's funny how, like, the vibe is so different from the midweek reset. Like, the midweek reset, a little bit more take my time on things, I don't know. This one, we just race through it. It's fun. Kind of keeps the pace up, So, Leo, hope you are having a great week already. And let's see about the weekend. Let's do this. Okay, so if you're feeling stuck, it's a perspective and you need to change it this weekend. So what you need to do is the Knight of Swords, speak, move towards it, get out of the stuck mentality and open up to wonderful new beginnings here. Go outside and ground, it's nice and green and lush, and all this other stuff is just kind of like desolate and dark. Move out of that into the opportunity. Ace of Pentacles, beautiful energy. You know, Sagittarius got an Ace of Pentacles too, so. Ooh, that was my selenite. I knocked it off. Let's get some oracles to reinforce this. So Eight of Swords always shows like a stuck mentality. The Knight of Swords says take action to get out of it. So you may get a message this weekend too that'll be pretty good too, that might help you get out of that stuck mentality. Again, change your focus, reinforcing, get out of your head, okay? And rest and reconsider. So yeah, you're resilient, you got this. No worries. Take a rest this weekend. Change your focus. Put this shit to rest once and for all, okay? All right, let's look at love. Rest and reconsider. I like that. Almost feels like last week's energy, but oh, damn. Okay. Wow. Wow. All right, we got the Two of Cups. So Leos could be moving into a relationship. I really want you to, if you're single, I really want you to put yourself into the perspective that you are ready. The universe is giving you that message, the Wheel of Fortune. You might meet somebody this weekend. Perfect place, right time, perfect place. The Four of Wands is beautiful, celebrating harmony. That's what I want you to do. I want you to put a focus on balance in all relationships, even if you don't have one with a significant other, but you open yourself up to it. You change your focus from being more self-orientated and feeling like I'm not worthy of somebody. You know what I mean? It just looks like this looks really good for an opportunity here. But the Eight of Swords says you gotta, both of this says you gotta change your focus. You know what I mean? It's good energy, especially for meeting somebody. Opening up to meeting somebody is big right now, okay? That's a lot. Now, if you are in a relationship, you got to get stuck. You got to get out of your stuck mentality and really look at the opportunity available for you. Okay, so man, we got all kinds of shit here. Let's go. Let's see, what do we got? The first one: change your focus from pain. All right, apprehensive, afraid, cautious. Again, the things from the past have kept you cautious from putting yourself out there. You've got to do that. Foundation, established family and security. Again, maybe you're building a good foundation, especially family. Could be with family this weekend. Looks very good. Opportune time for that. And lusting, oh boy, forbidden, non-committal, and sexual energy. So lots of that going on. Okay. And it's perfect time. Hey now, Okay, so let's get what's the vibe. Non-committal. Maybe that's what you need to change your focus on, is being committed. Yeah, because it brings you out of this energy. Again, stagnant, stuck, dead end, frozen. Get out of that energy, change your focus. That's a big thing this weekend, okay? Really open up to it. Ooh, I hear the birds tweeting out there. It's so beautiful, so lovely. All right, let's get a closing message. Okay. Closing message for you, Leo, this weekend is U equals tight ass. U equals tight ass. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. There it is. There it is, Leo. There it is. Okay. Damn, Leo, that is your freaking weekend. Get out of that stagnant energy. Want some, get some. You know how I do. Because this right here is fucking beautiful. This is beautiful. This is, I don't care what that is. Hooking up, it's being in the right place at the right time. It's really enjoying your relationships instead of being stuck in some kind of mentality. So take the opportunity, please. All right? Lovely. Leo, have yourself a great weekend. Don't forget to watch the midweek reset. Wow. Wow. What great energy. Let's take you off the board, Leo. Thank you so much for watching, and let's see who's next. And it's Scorpio. Welcome, Scorpio. Let's put you on the board. Boom. Welcome to your freaking weekend. Welcome to your freaking weekend. We had a pretty intense midweek reset reading, if you ask me. We had a pretty intense one there. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. So let's see how this weekend is going to go. Holy shit. Well, I'm going to tell you this. The Seven of Wands. Wow, we got 2 10s here. This is great energy. Seems like the fixed signs are really, really enjoying themselves. You know what? I'm going to change. I'm going to lower the brightness on this. Hopefully that will help not wash out the camera. I don't know. It's annoying me. Okay, so the Seven of Wands, the Fool, the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles. Holy shit. Great weekend to let things go. To really, again, a huge thing on family. Okay? Establish connections. Don't be foolish to not do that. You know, to, again, release your burdens this weekend. Have some fun. Do something that makes you feel secure. Get outside, of course. The Seven of Wands is standing your ground. It's also protecting your energy. Don't be foolish. Don't carry other people's burdens. Don't carry this week's shitty energy into this weekend. In fact, get some rest, relax, have some fun, okay? Again, the Fool card is, yeah, you're definitely checking out of the week and releasing your burdens and enjoying the weekend, okay? Make it a good weekend. Don't be foolish and sit in your energy that you may have accumulated in, you know, over the week. The Strength card is out. So watch your control whose energies around you, and embrace opportunities that are around you with the world. So you may be doing some traveling or something like that. I always say that with you guys. Doing some traveling. Definitely something going on here. But yeah, the Fool in the world also, you know, 2 10s. I'm going to, actually, this is right on the deck, right on the top of the deck. So let's put it out there. Success, completion, and payoff for this weekend. Celebrate. Embrace your opportunities. You know, both people here have their arms wide open. With arms wide open. Horrible band. Let's look at love and relationships. Under the sunlight. Ugh. Welcome to this place. Ugh. What were they called? Scott Stepp. With arms wide open. See, I so not care that I don't even remember the band's name, but I can remember those awful lyrics and that inflection. Okay, so, inflection, I should say. So, Knight of Pentacles brings an opportunity here. Maybe an apology, okay? Maybe they can help you release whatever's going on here. Maybe a conversation needs to be had. Or maybe some more stable energy comes in. I would say it's some kind of communication with the Ace of Swords. Or it's just changing the way that you're looking at things, you know? It's like, all right, well, we had a shitty week, but let's have some fun, you know? Queen of Cups, trust your intuition, and the 10 of Cups is really good energy here again. So we've got 3 10s on the board, all right? Embrace the 3 10s this weekend. If I was making a separate reading, you know, if yours was a separate reading, that's what I would title it. Embrace the 3 10s. And take the blindfold off to this. Rejection. Abandoned, dismissed, and irrational fears. Yeah, irrational fears, irrational thoughts. And that almost kind of seems like, you know, very Plutonian energy. Again, you know, it's gone retrograde and really kind of fucking things up. And it's your ruler, so... All right, and beginnings. Try again, new direction, and starting over. Yeah, you always get the opportunity to do that. That's what the spring kind of heralds in. Even as the darkest winter, we still get an opportunity to begin again in the spring. So here's your opportunity here. Again, it's all in how you look at it, okay? So let's go ahead and get, what's the vibe? This is really good energy. So control your energy. Control the energy that's around you. Oh, damn. Love affair. Dirty little secret. Sex fix. Down low. Wow, just like Leo. The time is right for some loving. Okay, so I say do it. All right, let's get a closing message for you, Scorpio. And, you know, hey, I'm down for a good time. I'm down for a good time. I'm always down for a good time. All right, so closing message for you, Scorpio, this weekend is, fuck, shit is about to get real. That's right, because you're releasing shit. People don't expect you to do that, okay? Fuck, you need your people around you. You do. And this looks like plenty of people that will be there for you, that support you, that love you, that do all of the things, okay? So put your focus on that. Don't be isolating yourself and feeling, oh, no one's around me. You can't do that, okay? All right, Scorpio? So that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Again, focus on the 3 10s. That's 3 times the payoff, okay? Great weekend. Harness that energy, because if you're not feeling it, you're fucking up. And that's the truth, okay? All right, Scorpio, I love you all. Let's clear the board. Let's see who is next. All right, let's see. And it's Capricorn. Welcome, Capricorn, to your freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. Boom. Let's do it. All right, let's get the vibe for this weekend for you, Capricorn. Your ruler's just hanging out in Aries, fucking poking everybody. Going, why you daydreaming? What's going on? Let's get to work. Let's go. You feel that? All right. Wow. Lots of pentacles here. Okay. Yeah. So, if you want things to, this is exactly how it goes. If you want things to be balanced, we've got the 2 of Pentacles here. Maybe juggling a lot. Maybe worried about finances right now. Anything like that. Don't worry about it. If you want to be able to move forward with that, the 4 of Pentacles is showing that, you know what, it's, you got to be feet on the ground, practical. You got nothing, you know, holding you back from doing that, but you hold back too much. You know what I mean? This almost makes me feel like, you know, sometimes you got to spend money to make money. And if we hold on to money, and I'm just not saying like saving every penny, you know, but squandering every penny, it's a mentality here. It's a lack mentality more than anything. Let go of the lack mentality. The Ace of Swords is saying, yeah, you gotta think bigger. And the nine of Pentacles actually shows that. So this weekend, take a nice solid approach to building a more, actually allowing more into your life. More finances, more opportunities, more all of that. Don't hold back. But I can see you trying to juggle that, all right? You're trying to like make this all work, but you're thinking that if I'm a miser, you know, I'll be able to have more money, and that's not it. There's other ways of doing this, maybe investing or, you know, picking up a better job with better hours and better pay or something that nature, side hustle, something. Yeah, look at this. The 2 of Cups and the 9 of Cups is saying it's yours. Things are coming together. So we got the 2 of Pentacles, which things aren't coming together. And then we have the 2 of Cups where things do. And the 9 of Cups. So we've got 2 9s and 2 2s. Pay attention to that shit. 9s are you're almost there. 2s is get that into balance. Okay? Wow. All right. Very clear. Very clear. Interesting. Man, we're getting doubles of almost all the numbers. 4 of Cups is, see, you're not paying attention to the opportunities available to you. You're holding back. Another 4. 2 2s, 2 4s, 2 9s, and look at that, 3 3s. 2 3s, I should say. the Empress, and the Three of Cups. With empowerment, with, again, I'm worthy of so much more, it happens. So, 2 2s, 2 4s, 2 3s, 2 9s, and 1 1. That all you have to do is get in a victory mentality instead of a victim mentality, and it's yours. Fucking A. Wow. Pay attention to the numbers, really. All right. Okay. Apology. Forgiveness, return, and sorry. All right, so someone may be coming around. Definitely someone's coming in with a message with the Ace of Swords. So, again, I don't know why they're holding a rosary. Because if somebody came up to me apologizing like that, I'd be like, yeah, no. Horrible shirt. But yeah, forgiveness. Forgive the situation. Maybe you're refusing to see that your attitude is knocking things out of balance. Okay? And fantasy. Daydreaming, imagining, and fantasizing. Yes. Dream bigger. Open yourself up to more. You've only allowed this much when you can have unlimited amounts. You really can. Okay? So let's go ahead and get what's the vibe. This is a great reading here. And you got to pay attention to the numbers. You got to. Yeah. Again, suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams, where this is saying, get the dream going. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's so obvious. Keep going. Keep going. And forgive the situation. And if it didn't work out, I'm telling you, it's you opening up to it more than anything right now. Okay, so let's get a closing message for you. Very interesting. Broken dreams, dreams coming true. It's like you're letting that go and you're saying, oh, this is just the beginning of it, Closing message for you this weekend, Capricorn, is you look like a shit show. You're a hot mess. Fact. Clean yourself up. Yeah. You're out of balance. Get out of balance. Forgive. Let it go. Let it go. And don't feel like the dream's broken. The dream's just changed because you're not allowing the proper energy to come into your life. There's more than one ways that this dream can come true. All right? So that's going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, watch your midweek reset, available to you now and on Wednesdays, for the complete breakdown of the week. And yeah, Capricorn, it's very obvious. Pay attention to the numbers there also, okay? Wow, great reading. Let's take you off the board. Have a great weekend, and let's see who's next. And it's Aries. Damn. Aries, welcome to the freaking weekend. Hope you are doing well, Aries. Let's see how this weekend, this energy is working out for you. Okay, so, really good energy here, okay? We have the Hierophant, which is faith, and we have Temperance, which is patience. So faith and patience this weekend, with a little dark comes the light and so forth. There's a balance in everything. Have faith in that. And the Knight of Wands is moving towards change, being excited, but being patient. Let's not rush. We're definitely moving forward, but we're taking our time and we're trusting the journey. Instead of going down rapids, we're going down a lazy river. And it may not be as fast as you want it. As you can see, they're in the boat. It's not going as fast as you want to, but you're still getting there. So enjoy it while you can. Enjoy the journey this weekend. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Don't try to rush things. Okay? All right, let's get some oracles. Oh, that one wants to come out. Anything else? You may have something to say, too. Interesting. Yeah, heal. Heal this weekend. Have faith. Break the chains that bind you. And put in the work. Work on things. Put in the work. Dedicated effort. I love that. but yeah, there's a slow kind of grounded energy, and I don't know if you're down for that. You want things to move faster, and actually right now there's only one speed. Slow down, okay? Slow. That's just the way it is, and there's nothing wrong with that. Is that it? Yes. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady wins the race. Absolutely. And an apology. Again, maybe you need to speak to somebody. And the Three of Pentacles is reward and recognition. Again, so you're moving towards something. You're building something here. You just need to have faith and be patient. That's it. That's it. Wow. Heal that part of yourself that is impatient, because you are very impatient. You know? So just be aware of that. But again, focus on this instead. Again, you know, instead of running in the race, slow down. Focus on bonding, being sensual, confiding. Again, you know, the communication slow and steady. Take a look around you. Enjoy the things that you have now in your reality instead of when. Okay? All right. Let's get, what's the vibe? Yeah. Instead of this. Because you're probably feeling this big time. Stressed out, worrying, let it all go. Release this tension. Again, heal that part of yourself, calm down, and enjoy the weekend. That's the message. All right, let's get a closing message for you. Let's see what we have. Whoa. Okay. So this weekend, slow it down, have faith, and just detox, Aries. Okay? Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. There you go. Again, it's taking things out of your life that don't fit, and that's okay. And you know it. Just be patient with your process, but you are definitely on the road to heal. But another thing is feel good. Just be in the moment this weekend. It will do you so much good. Get out there and ground. All right? Okay, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend, Aries. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, get the full forecast for the week with tarot and astrology on the midweek reset. So Aries, again, have a lovely weekend. I love you all, and let's see who's going to be next, and it's Aquarius. Aquarius, welcome to your freaking weekend. Now that Pluto is going retrograde in your sign, this is a time for you to slow down as well, too. And, of course, time to work on some shit that you have neglected, all right? So let's go ahead and check out exactly what we need to be aware of this weekend and what we're supposed to do. And the vibe that's available, of course. Man, these cards are just getting butchered. Okay. All right. I think you have an opportunity here this weekend to really think big. Okay? And I'll tell you why. We have the Page of Pentacles, which is an opportunity coming in. I really want you to pay attention to all the cards. It's very green and grounded. Everybody's on the ground, you know what I mean? I want you to dream big. The Two of Wands is making plans. The Queen of Wands is following through on those plans because change is necessary right now. Okay? You're getting an opportunity to change, maybe change course, maybe to change the way that you're looking at things. Either way, okay? Aquarius, is a time to slow down and start to make those plans. Dream big. And it involves change. So you got an opportunity here to make some changes. All right? Very important for you to understand right now. So kind of Pluto is giving you this slowdown to make those changes. And this weekend, you can be very effective in doing that. Okay? So let's see. We had one card shoot across the room. All right, we got those right there. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So manifesting something big this weekend, you know, or on your way to it. Again, making those plans. You got an opportunity here to do this. Open up. You can't do it with the Four of Pentacles. That's holding back. You need to open up. Open up to divine inspiration, whatever it is. Maybe open up your field. You know what I'm saying? And well-deserved reward. It pays off with the Nine of Pentacles. So it pays off. Change pays off. Planning pays off. Manifesting pays off. You're kind of like in a process here that you can actually manifest now. It's not that you couldn't before, but now you're asked, oh God, yeah, the magician is here again. So we could be manifesting a relationship. It may be time. And we got the Queen of Wands again. So you could be dealing with a fire sign here. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Leo's the opposite sign of you. I would go more with Leo on this. I'm getting a Leo feel. And the Ten of Swords is you're done holding back. You're done stopping yourself from manifesting. This is you moving towards this. Maybe moving towards a relationship here. With two magicians out there, yeah, you're definitely maybe doing a whole life reboot. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's put you over there. But all right, let's get some more messages. Which ones do I keep? That one, and then shuffle again. Okay. Let's see. I know there's one more. There it is. Okay. Interesting. So we've got confessions. There will be no wand waving or incantations in this class. This is all about unveiling, coming clean, and messages. Again, an opportunity comes in. Page of Pentacles always brings in an opportunity for something like that. Maybe you're coming clean with yourself, okay? And commitment, marriage, promises, and fidelity. Maybe you're opening up to commitment. Maybe you're confessing that I'm ready for it. You know what I'm saying? It's all available for you, Aquarius. It's time to open up and think big. All right? So let's get a closing message for you. Yeah, that's it right there. So, closing message for you, Aquarius, this weekend is stop talking. You have no problem doing that. Shut your mouth and listen. Okay, so sit back, listen. Again, maybe somebody's got something to say to you. Maybe there's, clearing the air. Pluto Retrograde can bring that up. So we can, we're working on things. Could very much well be that. Okay, so stop talking, open up, listen to what people have to say. Listen to the universe. All right, so wow. Aquarius, that's going to do it for your freaking weekend. Make sure you check out the midweek reset where we go over things the whole week using tarot and astrology. So, Aquarius, you have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for watching. And let's see who's next. And it's Virgo. Welcome, Virgo, to your freaking weekend. Let's get the vibe, shall we? Let's get the vibe. Let's get the vibe. Virgo, how you doing? Let's get the vibe. And happy Mother's Day. All right, let's get your vibe for this weekend. Wow, okay, this is exactly like which reading was it? I think it was Capricorns. Was it Capricorns? No, this was Aries. This was Aries. Now, Aries was a few signs ago. This is exactly like Aries. Have faith, be patient, and be aware of the opportunities here. Slow down a little bit. Like I told Aries, is that, you're not going down rapids, you're going down a lazy river. It's time to slow down. So enjoy this change. Be open to it, okay? Wow, that is so bizarre. That is so bizarre. How bizarre. How bizarre. Oh God, now I'm gonna have that song in my head all day. Ooh, baby. You're making me crazy. All right, I want you to observe your thoughts. Are you stuck in a certain perspective? The Knight of Wands is saying, we got to change that. I want you to confront those issues that bring those intrusive thoughts, that make things difficult to even things out, okay? That shadow side. This is a great time to do some shadow work. And the Ace of Cups, a new opportunity here. Probably some self-care this weekend, okay? So take care of yourself, all right? Big message there. Now, let's look at relationships and love. I can't believe that you got the exact same cards that I'm almost positive that was Aries. I'm almost positive that was Aries. And that was a few readings ago. Crazy. All right, so yeah, the Five of Cups. Don't look at everything. You got to change your perspective big time this weekend. There's still hope, all right? You've got to work yourself through that. And trusting your intuition, especially when it comes to the unknown. So again, you got to have faith this weekend. I got to have faith. I got to have faith. Virgo, you got to have faith. Yes, big thing. Oop, whoops. About trusting your intuition. Heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. The inner knowing is telling you, patience. Don't worry, this will work out. Let go of the fears, the worry, the regret, all of that. In conflict, clashing differences and incompatibility. So stay away from the conflict, release the conflict, release the need to, if things are going smooth, to create conflict. We do that sometimes, so be aware of that, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get what's the vibe. And see what else. But we got an opportunity here to take care of ourselves and stop worrying about everybody else, And keeping yourself in check. You have to keep yourself in check. It's going by your gut instinct, your intuition, big time. All right, so this says exhausted, and the words, because we can't see it because it's all blurred out, is burned out, burdened, and empty. Again, fill your cup. That's what the Ace of Cups actually shows us. So fill your cup. It's very important for you to do that this weekend. Again, release that stuck mentality that keeps you from, oh, well, I'll do it some other time, okay? But just be patient with your process this weekend, please, okay? Don't worry about it. You're wasting your energy if you do. You need some rest. Take the time to do it. Maybe this is a sign that, okay, I get this opportunity to actually rest. You know what I'm saying? And the universe is making you aware. Okay? Love is your message this weekend, Virgo. That's it, period. Get some, give some. It'll cheer your ass up. Amen to that. Okay? So, with that being said, Virgo, that is your freaking weekend. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great one. I really do. For you mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. You're so important in every special way. And just have faith, okay? Big time. All right, Virgo, we're going to take you off the board. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you watch your midweek reset tarot reading, of course. And let's see who is next. And it's Gemini. Welcome, Gemini, to your freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. There you are, beautiful, wonderful. How you doing? Let's get the vibe for you. What do we have? What do we have? Okay. All right. Wow. I want you to focus on success this weekend. I just want you to be in that mindset. You may have not been in that mindset this week, but I want you to do that because we have the Death card, which is new beginnings. It's an ending of something. And I believe what they're showing you the ending is your defensive-ness, the way that you put up walls And then you get pissed off because you can't be successful because the energy simply cannot come to you. Why? Because you have walls up. You understand what I'm saying? But it also says that even with all this change and all of this, you're still resilient. You got this. The Chariot shows movement, success, all of that. You could be traveling this weekend. You know, these horses look like they're on the move, you know, and you don't. You just don't. So maybe get some rest. Maybe you need to rest up after a crazy week. But don't be so defensive. Let down your walls. You absolutely have to do that. Okay? So let's get some oracles and see what they add to this. There they are. All right, thank you. Yeah, darkest fears with the 9 of Swords. So again, it's an end to anxiety. We got 2 9s here. Pay attention to that also. Not only that, we have 3 9s. Rest and reconsider with the 9 of Wands again. So getting some rest is important. Putting to rest all this anxiety and fears. Let's put 9s on the board. Have you been seeing 9s this week? This is your message. And what's it saying? Don't give up. Release your fears. Let go of old ways of putting up that wall, you know, and you're almost there because the next interval is the 10. Okay. Very interesting. Love that for you. Is that it? No, there's one more in there. There it is. Boom, boom, ba-dum, dum, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum. All right, yeah, protect your energy around other people. Maybe that's the thing too. So protect your energy. You deserve reciprocating energy, so only open up to that. Things will balance out also. The universe is kind of like, open your hands, you know, we'll fill it. Take care of yourself this weekend. Be empowered. Get some rest. And the 10 of Pentacles. See, the 10's right there. The 10 of Pentacles. Feeling good. Feeling secure. Not letting your fears fuck everything up. You know, release that part of yourself. Let's get some more messages. Yeah. It's telling you to be receptive. Empathy. Vulnerable. Open your heart. Open. Not close. Open. The 9 of Wands is a clear indication of you closing down like that. Not going to work this weekend, okay? Let's get what's the vibe. Yeah, definitely. I'm glad this came out. Archangel Michael is appearing saying that you're protected. You're protected. You are being prevented from harm and there's divine intervention. So this is a clear indication that your guides are with you this weekend. Your guardian angels, one in specific, one that feels very fuzzy, not really fuzzy, but very like their aura almost seems, I don't know. I'm seeing a vision of somebody with flowing hair. You know what I mean? Flowing hair, not fuzzy hair, but like an old vintage Vignette like picture. You know what I mean? Like that person's around you, just so you know. You heard it here first. Okay? Wow. All right, let's get a closing message for you. But you're protected. You're being, guided. So don't give up. I love that. So, closing message for you this weekend, Gemini, is this. It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Yeah, darkest fears. Interesting. What's it say? Get your head out of your ass. Pronto. There it is. There it is. Open your heart. Let down your walls. Again, you're protected, so you can make yourself vulnerable. Open your heart. You following the message here? All right. That is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Remember, 999. Those are your numbers this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, you want the full message. Go to the midweek reset and watch that. That's available on Wednesdays. So Gemini, again, release the fears. Don't feed the fears. Release them. Focus on things working out because they always do. They always do. in some way, shape, or form, and you are protected. And your guardian angels are around you. And they wanted to make sure that they knew that the long hair, somebody with long hair and like just a old picture, they're there. Jeans, too. Jeans, tight jeans. I don't know why. All right, Gemini, let's take you off the board. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, and let's see who's next. And it's Pisces. Okay. Pisces, welcome to your freaking weekend. I'm so glad you're here. Let's get the vibe for you, Pisces. Your ruler's just hanging out in Aries, you know. Hopefully it's inspiring you, motivating you, all those good things. Ooh, I like this. Ooh, I really like this. Look at that, the Two of Cups. Beautiful energy. Great to spend some time with ye loved ones. Nine of Pentacles is just feeling grounded, open up to things, feeling really good. The world is, I'm gonna ground. This is grounding energy. Okay? Ground this weekend. Maybe you're going on a trip, maybe planning a trip. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. But this is great energy. Open up to it. Okay? Harmony. Focus on harmony. Focus things on working out. Focus things on clearing out. Completing. Okay? Coming together. All of that. Beautiful energy. I love it. Win or lose, that's what you have to choose. That rhymed. And strengthening bonds with the Ace of Pentacles. Again, an opportunity here, job, more stability. Everything's coming together. You have to have a winning attitude. Okay? Beautiful. All right. Let's get love in relationships, because we got the Two of Cups out, and that's great. The World card, that's even better. So letting go of deceptive thoughts. We've got to take a winning stance on that, okay? Page of Swords is message coming in. For some of you, it's about a job. For some of you, it's just messages on the whole, okay? King of Pentacles is grounded, stability, a strong man, that kind of thing, stable. Money, there's money involved here. And Three of Wands is something you've been waiting for. So again, be hopeful this weekend. Win. You focus on winning. We're winning. Doesn't matter how we're getting it. We're doing it. Okay? Very good. Especially when it comes to being around other people and focusing on relationships, opening up to new ones, that kind of thing too. Beautiful energy. All right, let's get that power. And see, so we also have an elusive energy here. All right, don't get caught in anybody's web. Don't get caught in their deception or trickery or dishonesty. Maybe that's calling you out. You know what I mean? Maybe you find some messages out about that. When you get the Seven of Swords and this card, pay attention to the people around you, okay? The only way you will be able to deal with this is that if you use your intuition, okay? And that inner knowing that you have. Pisces, you're very intuitive. You know that. So go with the intuition instead of what people are telling you. Be like, smell bullshit. You know what I mean? So just be aware of that. So let's get, what's the vibe? But all in all, this looks great energy. That's what you focus on, is maybe the elusiveness, Yeah, again, let's not pay attention to anything toxic, drama, arguments, or incompatibility. This shows you moving into compatibility and not letting intrusive thoughts get to you, like being paranoid, cautious, insecure, and guarded. Trust your intuition. It's too good energy to focus on all this. This seems like outside noise chatter. Shut it down. Okay? Maybe it's just you and your boo this weekend, and shut everything off. It can wait till next week, okay? So let's go ahead and get a closing message for you. Okay. Let's see. What do we have? Closing message. Again, so don't let anybody pull you into their bullshit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because it'll fuck you up. All right, closing message for you, Pisces, is put the fucking phone down. Yes, there's that too. And I believe that most of this is what you see online. Yeah. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. That's where the true magic happens, is when you talk to somebody real, like the person sitting on the couch next to you, instead of both of you scrolling on the phone. You know what I'm saying? That could be happening. Or you just sitting in your house while don't be starting some internet drama either, Don't be reading people's Facebook profiles, and you know what I'm talking about, Pisces, all right? So that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, you want the whole lowdown, you got to go check out the Midweek Reset. That's available on Wednesdays for all the energy for the week. So this looks like good energy, maybe being in your own bubble, strengthening bonds instead of, hanging on to some drama, some kind of shit like that. We're not going there, Pisces, okay? So, very good. Have a great weekend. I'm going to take you off the board and let's see who's next. And it's Cancer. Cancer, welcome. Oops. To your freaking weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Mother's Day to all you Cancer mothers. I'm sure you've got some plans, and if you don't, maybe you got some plans just for yourself. You know how you Cancers are. I'd rather just be by myself. All right. Let's get the vibe for you this weekend. Okay, wow. Those cards came out very oddly and very fast. Yes, very good. So, what we've got here is the Nine of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so basically what's saying here is stop freaking out. There's some uncertainty here. This week probably brought this feeling of uncertainty onto you. Let it go, okay? Be excited about it. The Six of Swords is saying, yeah, change the way that you're looking at it. Pull yourself out of the stormy waters, and it's really something else here because the King of Pentacles is steering the ship. You know what I mean? So we're definitely moving forward here. So I want you to be confident that you don't know where this journey in this boat is going to take you, but you're good at navigation, of navigating your life, and you sure the fuck can do it this weekend. Okay? So this is basically a reminder that you're on the right course. Okay? But you have to change the way that you're thinking about it, the way you're viewing this. So let's get some oracles to enforce this and see what is up. Okay, there it is. Oh. Come here. All right, yeah, challenging times. That's what's got you all flipped out. It's time to set yourself free. That's the Judgment card. So Blossom, set yourself free from all of this. And Sacral Chakra. Focus on what brings you joy and get rid of things that don't. Again, you want to get to where you want to go faster. Stop focusing on challenging times that have happened, and kind of set yourself free from other judgments, all of that. Just set yourself free, okay? Definitely childhood issue here for some of you. But it's about opening up to joy, creativity. Maybe doing something creative this weekend will help you kind of unwind. Yeah, definitely. In any way that feels necessary and joyful to you. Yeah. Three of Swords, again. Heal that part of yourself that's making you stuck in this. Six of Pentacles is just focusing on reciprocating energy. There's also help available. Okay? And Page of Cups brings an opportunity here. Okay? Maybe an emotional release. Something of that nature. Something definitely needs to be said, but again, it's good energy. You just, I don't know. With all the energy shifts, I understand it. So may get an opportunity to go kind of have some fun. You know what I mean? You could be dealing with this too, rejection. feeling abandoned, dismissed, and it's irrational fear. Again, it's anxiety. It's what you're creating up here. It's not actually happening in your reality. If you focus on it long enough, it will appear in your reality. That's how that works. So just be aware of that there's a part of you that wants to kind of sabotage a good feeling here. So release that, okay? So, and I'm sure you have your reasons, you know, I'm not saying they're unwarranted, but they're unnecessary. You know, it's just you don't need to go there. So release that, Cancer. That's important. All right, so let's get what's the vibe. Yeah. Instead, an epiphany happens here. Doing some self-reflection, getting the answered questions that you need, and untapped talents. Okay, so again, focus on creativity here. Okay? Maybe you got an idea. Maybe you finally get an idea for zero gravity, you know, free energy. Don't let the government know. Just do your own experiments or something like that, okay? So let's go ahead and get a closing message for you. Let's see. I think getting some answers and moving towards, I don't know, it's just a confidence here, you know? All right, so your closing message for this weekend is, Cancer, ask a fucking expert. Interesting. Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. Yes. If you have a weird spot on your skin, do not Google that shit. Make an appointment to go ask a professional or something like that. But be careful of the information that comes in, because everyone's got an opinion just like an asshole. So remember that, all right? So, Cancer, you have a great week. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out your midweek reset so you can have a good week, of course. That gives you the vibe for the whole week, and added the astrology and all of that in one big volume. I think it's over 3 hours this week. So yeah. And everybody's been watching for an average of like a half an hour. So that's fantastic. Thank you, everybody. I mean, you must be paying attention to what I'm saying. It must be, you know, gripping and captivating. So I like it. I like it a lot. All right, Cancer, let's take you off the board. Have a great weekend. And let's see who's next. And it's Libra. Libra, welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's see what we got for you. Let's see what we got for you. Oh, wow, lots. Holy shit. Okay, yeah. Very, very telling. Interesting. Interesting. Let's check this out. And it's really cool because there you are in the middle, right there, the Justice card. Okay, so this is basically how this goes, all right? If you want balance and justice in your life and things working out in your favor, this is exactly what you have to do this weekend. Let go of your judgments of yourself and others. Stop fucking creating drama. Stop getting involved in drama. You don't need to compete for anybody's love or attention or anything like that. That's what's got you out of balance. So if you want balance, you have to put in the work, maybe do something different instead of freaking out. And the Two of Cups is, well, there it is. You come into harmony. That's that. So let go of the judgment, let go of the drama. And if you may be dealing with somebody else's drama, whatever it is, I don't give a shit. What it is that's what's got you out of balance. So if you put the work into it, maybe try something different, a different approach, well, then things just work out. Okay? Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. A new way of skinning this cat. You got it. It's win or lose here. You got to take a winning attitude in order to make this work, okay? And embrace the opportunities that are available to you here. You could be closing out a cycle, you know? It's working out. Things are coming full circle and they work out. But if you focus on judgment and drama, well, you're fucked. Okay? So let's look at relationships and love, because that Two of Cups You know, this is definitely about relationships. Yeah, look at that. The 5 of fucking Wands out again. That's drama, y'all. But what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, create a new beginning here. With the Wands, you got a new beginning here with the Magician and the Ace of Wands. Open up to change. You got to do this differently, okay? Wow. Heavy focus on drama, competition, jealousy, anything like that. Let it go, okay? It's basically also showing that you create this shit too. You create the imbalance. And then you're like, why? Because you did it. You feel that's the way you can tip the scales in your favor. Wrong. Wrong. And this Pluto retrograde is giving you time to do it. So let's get some more messages, shall we? Interesting, Libra. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, this is breaking point. Yeah. Limit, final straw, overwhelmed. Looks really sad. Don't be that this weekend. Or maybe something's happened. All this drama has happened because now you're at the breaking point. Now it's at its limit. Now it's time to do something. Now it's time to set the scales in your favor, but not the way you've been doing it. Okay? So let's get what's the vibe and see. This can work out, you know, but damn. Yeah, it may be because you're puzzled, you know, conflicted, perplexed, confused. Don't stay in this. That don't work. And drowning. Yeah, look at that. It's over your head, overextended, rock bottom. You're getting an opportunity to get above water here. Don't ruin it. That's basically the vibe. Wow. Because you create your reality. All right, let's get a closing message for you, Libra. Damn, that was intense. Let's get a closing message. Let's see how intense it's going to be. There it is. Very telling. Libra, your closing message for this weekend is, don't believe every shitty thought you have. Wow. Why? Because thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards, and they sure can. And if you continue to listen to those intrusive thoughts, bye-bye, happiness. Hello, poor me. How's that working for you? All right, Libra, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you want the whole lowdown on the week, well, come to the hoedown over at the midweek reset on Wednesdays. That's where I got all of the details for this week. You know, focus on balance, just like you need, Libra. And there it is, the 2 of Cups. You can have it. You can have it all. But stop fucking meddling, okay? That's the big one, Libra. All right, I'm going to take you off the board. Have a great weekend. And let's see who's last but not least. And it's Taurus. Last but not least, let's put you on the board, Taurus. Hope you are going to have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day. I'm pretty sure the mother of my children watched, so happy Mother's Day, dear. Happy Mother's Day. Can't argue about that. She's a great mom. She really is. There's no fucking doubt about that. I'm just, all right, let's go, Taurus. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. All right. I will always have much and deep respect for the mother of my children. Okay, so it didn't work out with us. All right. We were young and stupid and all of that. But we have 2 beautiful fucking children, and she just has done a fantastic job with them. Okay, so there's that. All right, so happy fucking Mother's Day. All right, so let's do this. All right. The 2 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, stuck. Indecisive. A little bit about the unknown, so that's got you a little worried. Maybe some things that happened around the full moon has got you a little uncertain. Again, let's watch ourselves here. The best thing to do is the King of Cups is like, calm your storm. You know, even in uncertainty is the only certain thing there is. You know what I mean? So be aware of that. Put your time and focus into things that pay off this weekend, and they pay off with the 9 of Cups. Beautiful energy, but you're kind of you're kind of stuck in between here. And now you got your emotions involved, and that doesn't help. So we need to clear that out, okay? So make a choice, take the blindfold off, all right? Yeah, the bonus question in my astrology class is, because I look to see if people pay attention, you know, because people's attention spans are short. I mean, you can't blame them for that. That's the fucking internet and TikTok and all that. But my bonus question is, what sign will Jeff never date again? And they always get the answer right. I have yet, after all these years, to have somebody get that wrong. So, all right. In challenging times, yes, they could be. That's what's got you uncertain. But the whole thing is to rebuild with the Tower. That's the whole reason why this happens. So this is happening for a reason, and it's probably a chance to rebuild. So do it, you know? Make it happen. Put the work into it to rebuild. You can do it. You're not exhausted. This is your opportunity, you know? And this weekend brings this opportunity to you. So very good. Let's look at relationships. Let's see, I got one in my lap. There we go. Let's see what else. I think there's one more. There it is. Thank you. Opportunity coming in, so be aware of the opportunity instead of focusing on this. Challenging times, heartache, that's what's got you all in this. But it's time to empower yourself. There's an opportunity here to really use this as a springboard to change big time. I like it, Taurus. I know it seems difficult right now, but it's this weekend may bring that clarity that you really need, okay? So, let's get some more messages. Is that it? Yeah. And then we have this, lusting. Forbidden, non-committal sexual energy. All right. I don't know. Is that a healthy energy? Is it not? I guess that pertains to you. Maybe that's what's got you in the trouble. I don't know. You gotta work that out. Okay, so let's get what's the vibe. And see. All right, so focus just on today. Be in the moment. Focus on good vibes. Focus on the now. How do you feel now? I feel great. How do you feel now? My opportunities come to me. Everything works out in my favor. If you feel good now, you're going to feel great in the future. It's just the way it goes. Your vibe in this moment determines how everything goes for you. So what do we need to let go of? You know what I mean? That's that for you, Taurus. Okay, so that is going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share. Oh, no. Hold on. Let's rewind. You're probably like, hey, wait, where's my closing message? I got you, Taurus. I got you. I just wanted to bail out of this, you know? I just wanted to bail right out of this reading. All right, closing message for you this weekend, Taurus, is stop talking. Just stop. Shut your mouth and listen. Can you do that? Can you do that? Can you just shut up and listen? That'll help. You know, listen to your guides. Yeah. All right. So that is going to do it for this freaking weekend for you, Taurus. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And that's going to do it for this freaking weekend for everybody. So everybody, again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Thank you so much for watching. Again, so much available. All the links are available now. Everything's posted. Everything's available. All the products, the beginner's divination library, the guidebooks, the tarot guidebook, the astrology guidebook, the free stuff I have for you too. Download that stuff. You can still use it. There's plenty of stuff to release because next week we have the new moon. So use this now. Use the Scorpio full moon guide. That's available in the links too. And use that to clear this energy. Pluto going retrograde is giving you the time to do that this weekend. Okay? So make it count, everybody. All right? So thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you soon.